Okay, hello everyone. So, muna ang continuation sa topic about tangents and seconds on a circle. So, we have theorems to follow. So, theorems on angles formed by tangents and seconds. So, there are 5 theorems to follow. So, we have the first theorem, second, third, fourth, and fifth theorems. So, let's have first the first theorem. If two seconds intersect in the exterior of a circle, then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the positive difference of the measures of the intercepted arcs. So, unsay pasabot ana? So, I have here the illustration. So, if 2 seconds intersect in the exterior of a circle, so at point N, so this is the point of intersection, so nasa sa gawas sa circle. So, then the measure of the angle formed, so kanya angle nga form, so we have angle L and P is 1/2 the positive difference of the measures of the intercepted arcs. So, unsa nang 1/2 the positive difference? So, when we say positive difference, so meaning we are going to subtract. So, difference means subtraction. So, positive difference. So, kailangan positive siya ang result. Ano man? So, kailangan bigger arc minus the smaller arc. So, positive difference of the measures of the intercepted arcs. So, to get the measure of the angle, so we have the measure of angle L and P, measure of angle L and P, this one, L and P, so kini siya nga angle, is equal to 1/2 the measure of the intercepted arcs. So, mo ni siya 1/2 the bigger arc minus the smaller arc. So, that is arc, measure of arc LP minus the measure of arc MO. So, ano siya. So, therefore, we have the given measurement. So, bigger arc minus the smaller arc. So, that is 1/2 of the measure of the bigger arc which is 100. So, arc LP, we have 100. This one. Minus the measure of 100 degrees. So, minus the measure of arc MO, the smaller arc, that is 30 degrees. So, 1/2 of 100 minus 30. So, what is 100 minus 30? So, the answer is 70. So, 1/2 of 70 degrees is equal to 35 degrees. So, that is the measure of angle L and P. Okay, this one. So, the measure of angle L and P. So, kini nga angle. The answer is 35 degrees. So, let's have the second theorem. So, ang second theorem is related na siya sa first theorem. So, ang kalainan lang niya is ang iyahang lines nga nag-intersect. So, the first theorem is 2 seconds ang nag-intersect in the exterior of a circle. Sa second theorem, so if a secant and a tangent intersect in the exterior of a circle, then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the positive difference of the measures of the intercepted arcs. So, ang point of intersection niya gihapon is outside the circle. So, 1. So, we have the secant line. So, we have line LN and the tangent line NO. So, how to get the measure of the angle? So, angle L and O. So, same ra gihapon sa first nga theorem. So, the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the positive difference of the measures of the intercepted arcs. So, bigger arc minus the smaller arc. So, to get the measure of the angle, so the measure of angle LNO, angle LNO is equal to 1/2 the measure of the bigger arc, which is arc LO, minus the measure of arc MO, the smaller arc. So, we have now 1/2 of the measure of arc LO is 130 degrees minus the measure of arc MO, which is 50 degrees. Na siya. Then, we have 1/2 of what is 130 minus 50. So, that is 80 degrees. So 1/2 of 80, and that is 40 degrees. So the measure of angle LNO. So mo na siya ang measurement sa angle LNO. The angle formed by secant line and the tangent line. So mo na siyang angle. The answer is 40 degrees. So let's have the third theorem. So ang third theorem is also related sa first theorem and second theorem. So ang point of intersection still is naa siya sa gawas. So we have, if two tangents intersect in the exterior of a circle, then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the positive difference of the measures of the intercepted arcs. So ang nagkalainan lang, or the difference, is duha ka tangents ang nag-intersect. So di ba tangent QR and tangent SR. So what is the angle being formed? So you have angle QRS. So how to solve the angle? So bigger arc again minus the smaller arc. So we have the measure of angle QRS. So we have QRS is equal to 1/2 the measure of the bigger arc. We have QTS. We have measure of arc QTS minus the measure of arc QS. So this one, RQS. So is equal to 1/2 the measure of the arc QTS. We have QTS equals 260 degrees minus the measure of the smaller arc, RQS, which is 100 degrees. So we have 1/2 of 260 minus 100 is 160 degrees. So 1/2 of 160, and that is 80 degrees, or 160 times 1 divided by 2, and that is 80 degrees. That is the measure of angle QRS. So mo ni siya ang measure of angle QRS for theorem number 3. And let's have the fourth theorem. So fourth theorem is different from the other theorem. So number 1 theorem, number 2, and number 3 nga theorem. So since ang point of intersection niya is naa siya sa sulod, or inside the circle. So we have this: if two secants intersect in the interior of a circle, then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the sum of the measures of the arcs intercepted by the angle and its vertical angle. So what do you mean by this? So remember mo sa vertical angle? So vertical angle is two opposite angles are equal. So for example, we have this one, this angle, and the opposite angle is this. So whatever the measure for angle 1, then it is the same with the measure of the other part of the angle, or the opposite angle. Okay? So how to solve this one? So two seconds intersect in the interior of a circle. So then the measure is 1/2 the sum. So we are going to add. So 1/2 the sum. So this one, the sum of the measures of the arcs intercepted by the angle and its vertical angle. So how to solve? So measure of angle 1. So this one, measure of angle 1 is equal to 1/2 the measure of the intercepted arc. So we have the arc LM and the arc KP, the opposite arcs. So 1/2 of the measure of arc LM, this one, minus the measure of arc KP, this one. So we have 1/2 the measure of arc LM is 50 degrees minus the measure of arc KP, which is plus, sorry, we are going to add. So plus 40 degrees. Since the point of intersection is inside the circle, so we are going to add. So that is based from the theorem. So we have 1/2 of 50 plus 40, that is 90 degrees, and 1/2 of 90 degrees is 45 degrees. So that is the measure of angle 1. So actually angle 1 is also the same with the measure of angle LAM. So measure of angle LAM is also 45 degrees since they are just the same, angle 1 and angle LEM. So it should be that the two arcs given is opposite to the given angles. We have arc LM and arc KP. So mo na siya. So let's have the last theorem. So ikalimang theorem. So theorem number 5, if a secant and a tangent intersect at the point of tangency, then the measure of each angle formed is 1/2 the measure of each intercepted arc. So since the lines intersect at point of tangency, so this one at point of tangency at point M, then the intercepted arc is only 1. So we are going to get the arc by dividing it by 1/2 of the intercepted arc. So measure of angle BMX, so this angle, so morning angle BMX is equal to 1/2 the measure of the intercepted arc. So kining arc XM, measure of arc XM. So we have now angle BMX is 1/2 the measure of arc XM is 160 degrees. So we have 1/2 of 160 is 80 degrees. It's the measure of angle BMX. So this one. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.